All right, we are live. Welcome to Sunday Brunch. We are Black and Soul. My name is Tony Tupine, and this is April Newly Me. Glad to have y'all on a beautiful Sunday morning. I know it's a little brisk for us, and I know it's a bit more than that for other places. So I hope everybody's safe and staying off the roads and things as much as possible. Hope you have everything that you need. Today I think April's gonna be making pecan pancakes with some special syrup recipe that she got from her mom.
I don't feel good.
So she's gonna have an attitude, but she's rude. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Tap on in through the comments. Actually, where are the comments?
You telling people to tap in and talk to you.
Usually there's a place for comments and there's not. I don't see it. Can y'all comment?
Upside, my hair looks amazing. Are you sure we're live?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Usually
Two
over here.
people are in here. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Tony done messed up the
I did not mess up anything.
YouTube bag. So, yeah, we're doing pecan pancakes, and I'm going to attempt to make my granny's
this is Granny's recipe.
Yeah, my mom told me vanilla butter syrup. I never did it, but we're gonna do it. Also, I'm making them from scratch, and all of the recipes I saw call for milk, but my granny made buttermilk pancakes, so I'm making buttermilk pancakes because my grandma's was undefeated.
Oh, this says it's for kids. There's no content. How do you want to do it? It said something about it being made for kids.
Yeah. Hold on, y'all.
Let's do the live chat.
So wait. Just go no.
Enable live chat. Okay. So let's see if it does it.
If not, we'll refresh and come back, y'all.
We can't do this without the chat in our.
Why are you going back in here?
Trying to see if it's saving.
Enable show right.
Okay.
If it doesn't, there it is.
Boom. The chat is open for y'all. Glad to have you.
Sorry, I know it was all like this in the screen we was reading.
Yeah, forgive me.
So anyway, I'm gonna start with putting the bacon in because it's gonna take the longest to cook. I cook my bacon in the oven. First of all, I don't like shit popping on my face. Okay, y'all know I don't like frying stuff. And if I do, I don't want to.
Yeah, y'all remember that time April got on here and put on like a COVID face shield to try to fucking cook?
First off, they're a lifesaver.
Something.
I'm gonna continue to buy them to fry my chicken and fish, but I don't like stuff popping in my face. So these are going in the oven. I'm gonna get eventually one of those racks that sits on top, kind of like a cooling rack, but it's connected to a baking sheet. That way the grease will drip and it won't be sitting in this and I won't have to strain it, but we're going to go old school. So I put it in the oven. The oven's preheating at 400. I think it's ready. I was prepared today, y'all. So all you do is you get a baking sheet, and I always line my baking sheet with a heavy duty foil because I'm not trying to clean and scrub and shit. So I do that, put my bacon on. It takes about 10 minutes and it comes out perfect each time. So we're going to do that first. And then we're going to guesstimate this pancake recipe. But I don't like frying. Is that Zach? Hey, Zach. I don't like frying my bacon. And it makes a mess too, because then the grease pops all over your stove. You got to scrub your stove. I'm a lazy clean. Any type of shortcut I can take to where my house is looking nice and clean, I'm taking a bitch.
Oh, wow.
So
lots of profanities today.
I don't feel good, so I'm gonna be cussing a lot, y'all. But
what Zach says, Granny syrup sounds bomb too.
It does, and I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, "Is it because she warmed hers up? Did it taste different?" She's like, "No, she put vanilla in it." I didn't know that. So we're gonna try that. She puts vanilla and butter in it.
The syrup is already butter syrup.
First of all, you can never have too much butter. What is your problem?
Oh, Lord. Listen to April. I'm your cook, not your doctor.
Exactly. I'm not a cook that does that whole, and I don't knock people if you, what is that, gluten? Y'all got gluten problems? Gluten-free, low-fat, substitute the sugars. I don't do all that. If I have to remix the recipe that much, I'm not doing it.
You remix things for me.
I remix them because I substitute as far as I puree pretty much all the vegetables I cook because you have an issue with that. But if I have to substitute, I'm going to use Sweet and Low or Splenda, and I'm going to use 2% milk and egg whites, and it's going to be nasty. That sounds nasty.
Wow.
Pick another recipe.
Wow. April's just fucking rude.
It's not. It's the truth. Don't nobody want no damn sugar-free cake. What the fuck is you having cake for? It's supposed to be sweet.
Oh, Sammer is tapping in and says, I feel like someone needs to come up with a better way to package bacon.
For real.
I don't know who came up with it because
you're peeling it. Greasy and
you gotta peel it.
Bruh.
I mean, for me, in one engineering solution would be like that
parchment paper.
Thin paper between
parchment
each
paper.
Slice.
Yeah. When I get pre-made bacon, when I'm super lazy, this keeps coming on my shoulder. When I'm super lazy, y'all, I will get the pre-made bacon. It doesn't taste as good, but if I'm doing something like egg muffins or like a quiche or something like that, I don't feel like taking an extra step, so I'll just get the pre-made bacon, and it has parchment paper in between the slices, and the fucking bacon is already done. I don't know why the same concept can't be for this. Like, my hands
I
are
agree
gross.
with that. What is pre-made bacon?
She don't even know. She's had it several times.
I mean, how does it look there?
It's already cooked. It's just cold.
Oh, pre-cooked.
Yeah.
My wife feels the same way about the imitation desserts like dairy-free ice cream. If you can have ice cream, then you can just have ice cream.
What the fuck? It's like go to an amusement park, but bitch, you can't ride under the rides. What is the point of going? Why am I here?
Rude.
Why am I here?
Maybe they like funnel cake.
Maybe they should sit at home.
Sammer says, and the bag is hardly resealable. It's like they want you to use all of it, which
at one damn time.
Which isn't too bad. I like bacon too. That's why I like root beer. It's bacon.
No, it's not. It's cheap ass lunch meat.
Bacon in a glass.
I wouldn't even disrespect it the way I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 is enough. 3 for each. You want more than 3 slices?
7.
You'll get 4. Compromise. But that's absolutely right. Use a resealable fucking bag.
Zach says I'll eat the whole package anyway.
And bacon, y'all, is so versatile, like in Southern cooking, because we use pork to season our dishes along with seasoning.
I mean, but you use pork to season vegetables and beans and stuff.
So if I don't have a ham hock, which like I should get my card taken away. If I don't have ham hock, I'll just fry up some bacon and use the bacon grease, or I'll just cut up the fucking bacon and put it in there. Versatile.
Because people use it in like greens.
Yeah.
People use it
Green
for beans, any beans,
red beans and rice.
And then also, some people do, if they have neck bones, they will put other meats in there to render fat.
Basically, if you eating Southern food, your ass eating all kind of pork because we put pork in everything.
Everything is. It's not Islam friendly or
it's the
Judaism
cheap
friendly.
Meat. We get the fattest meat, so all of that fat could render in everything we cook. So, all right. Bill Nye the Science Guy moment. So we're going to be doing the pancakes. I figured out the base of pancakes is super simple. I'm gonna say that, but watch me fuck it up. It's just flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt.
That's any baked good.
I didn't know that because I don't be baking. But it's super simple. The only thing I'm gonna remix is obviously I'm putting pecans in them and the syrup. I love pancakes. Pancakes I like it more than French toast, which I think
that's the debate. But I was trying to wait till more people got in here, but
French toast to me is just fucking sugary toast.
So what's the
basic?
So we got Sammer and Zach tapped in. It looks like 2 other people are watching this, but not saying too much. What's the breakfast carb of choice, y'all? I gotta put a poll up.
So
after
let me tell you my top how in order. Number 1 is always gonna be pancakes. Number 2 is waffles. Number 3 is French toast, and that's a very low number 3. I can never have French toast again and be fine. Boom. I'm gonna be disrespectful of mine.
Zach is a team waffles. I mean, but like, there's other ones. I think I'm gonna put it on the poll when we get off of here, or maybe I'll do it right now, and you can go to the poll on the Black and Soul Twitter feed. What's the superior breakfast carb? Because we got pancakes, waffles, French toast, and I will specify American biscuits as a breakfast carb.
And I'm
also
using this weird shit because my mama told me to.
Yeah, but she made fun of me for purchasing that when I was baking.
I did.
Fucking rude.
I was like, what the hell is this?
Fucking rude. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, Jamie.
Jamie's team pancakes.
Thank you, Jamie. Jamie be always knowing what's up. Also, y'all, I'm using measuring shit. Not really, but I needed something to scoop out the flour.
Wow. Jamie says she likes leftover pancakes cold.
Maybe. I haven't tried it. I'm open to that. I saw a recipe, Jamie, where like the lady was making pancakes and she like once before she flipped it, she put a strip of bacon.
Oh wow.
And like folded it and then flipped it. I'm gonna try that.
What's up, Virginia? Virginia says she's working, but before you go, superior breakfast carb, pancakes, waffle, French toast, and American biscuits. Which breakfast carb is superior, Virginia?
I feel like biscuits should be excluded because you don't just eat biscuits like as far as the breakfast setting.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I eat biscuits with fried chicken, and you eat biscuits with fried chicken too.
You eat waffles with fried chicken.
Okay, but originally it's just for breakfast.
No, that's not. See, Virginia, that's right. That's
you
right.
said French toast, sis.
You are correct. That is the correct answer.
She only did that because no one else was on your side.
Virginia just got on here. She don't hear what the rest of these people saying.
No one else had your back. Also, you're supposed to use regular salt. Y'all know I don't fuck with regular salt, so I'm using my pink Himalayan salt.
Zach is talking about biscuit is not a standalone. Yes, it is. How do you get a breakfast sandwich if you don't have if biscuit isn't the base?
I kind of feel you, Zach.
No, if biscuit, don't eat like fucking egg McMuffin and all this other stuff if a biscuit or a croissant or whatever else is not the base of the meal. You want to have it deconstructed with just bacon and sauce and shit in a plate?
I've done that.
Gross.
I've done that. P.S. I don't like cheese. When I used to eat McDonald's, I didn't like cheese on my egg McMuffins. I don't know why. It was just weird for me.
Oh, cousin Nicole is on here. Nicole Sias.
What? You don't say my cousin's whole name?
It's on here in the comments.
Cousin, you put your whole government up on here.
I'm not saying nothing about
She like I'm Nicole Science.
She is
Science from Palmdale.
You the one telling people business. She says pancakes, but French toast is good too.
See, cousin, family resemblance.
But she also co-signed my friend.
But she said,
I love you, Nicole.
Where it's at is the daggone pancakes. That looks like enough sugar.
Virginia says there are many biscuit restaurants. If you've been to Biscuit Head in Asheville, you would not talk less about biscuits.
Virginia, black people, that's a diss.
No,
big biscuit head ass girl. I say that to her all the motherfucking time.
No, that's a diss that you made up. You don't say black people. You made that shit up yourself.
Biscuit head ass motherfucker.
Nicole April on here telling all your business, telling people where you stay and shit.
My fault, cousin. Okay, salt, sugar, flour. What else am I missing?
I think one of your YouTube friends is here. Healthy Tally.
Who?
Healthy Tally.
Hey, Healthy Tally. Do we talk? I don't remember that screen name. Healthy Tally. And I'm too blind to see your picture. We probably do talk. But hey, boo.
Yeah, April recognizes people by their avatars on social media, so... Yeah, so don't change it if you want her to recognize you.
Bruh, people be changing stuff and I'm like, who are you?
Zach, you keep saying you from, where are you from? He say he's from the South, but he's never had biscuits by themselves. Sir, stop it.
No, like, what is this? Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I was about to have a fucking heart attack.
she said she just joined the Facebook group.
Oh, hey, boo. How are you? Thank you for coming. So yeah, like I said, all the recipes I saw had milk, and my granny did buttermilk, so we're doing buttermilk. I think anything buttermilk is better. Like buttermilk, waffles.
But you got out both milks.
Way better. I don't know if I have to thin it out because this is not curd. So mind your business.
Sammer, was that a diss, Sammer? You talking shit on here?
Never talked.
No, because I asked Zach, where is he from talking like that? You talking about you from the South, and Sammer was like, yes, Southern Massachusetts.
Really?
Zach says he's from Florida. Oh, that don't count as regular South, sir. Florida is its own.
You that new South.
Own thing.
Okay, so 1 cup.
Sammer is trash talking. Yeah, he does. If he's saying Florida is the South, then he is definitely from Florida. Is not part of the rest of the South.
Another tip my mom told me, and I'm about to call you Tammy, and I have no idea why. It's because Nicole's on here.
You be cheating on me.
And Nicole, I almost called her cousin Tammy. Anyway, my mom told me to mix the dry ingredients first, and then the wet.
Correct.
I don't know why, because I don't be baking. But that's what my mama told me to do. Why do we do that, Tommy?
Huh?
Why do you do that?
You get better mixture when the ingredients are dry. Because once it starts wet, you have a non-polar and a polar adhering in different places. It's hard to mix it up and get a consistent solution there.
So my friend from the YouTube
mixture, not solution.
I'm sorry, Facebook group. This is my spouse, and she is a engineer. So she be saying like super fancy smart shit all the time. I'm saying that. I'm just trying to explain because I don't talk like that.
Well, she asked for what you're making. April is making pecan pancakes with some special syrup that with butter and vanilla. Right now,
it's gonna be bad. I think I should put more sugar, but I don't know. The bacon smells so good.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's what we're making, boo. And see, this is why I don't follow recipes. It says 1 cup of buttermilk, and I feel like I need more. So I'm putting fucking more. Another thing, I don't measure shit. So
Zach is asking, the big debate is which dish is best with syrup. He says he still goes with waffles every time. No, waffles are made specifically for syrup, though. They have them little pockets, the little holes in there to hold the syrup.
Sometimes they hold it too damn much. Like you don't know how to curate your waffle, and there's way too much of the syrup, which is why I like pancake.
Don't blame the waffle for your lack of curation, your lack of portion control with the syrup.
I'm putting a little bit of milk because the buttermilk is super thick, and I just want to thin it out a little bit. But I'm not team water when I cook. So put a little bit of milk.
Tally says she doesn't measure anything either.
Right?
And Tally, if I'm using the wrong pronouns, please let me know. Syrup curation is key. Exactly. I agree with you, Zach. I agree with that.
Zach, she just talked about you. Don't be
I can agree with that and also disagree that Florida is part of the regular South.
Zach, I lived in Florida. I lived in Miami for a year, and I felt like I was on fucking Mars. I'm just being real. Florida is crazy.
Oh, Sam around here talking about some hood shit. Just saying government-style cafeteria French toast sticks scream for syrup.
Bro.
Yeah.
I don't like
those
French
have
toast
to
like
have
that.
syrup. Those have to
I'm
have
not
syrup.
team French toast. It just tastes like sugary ass toast to me. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, actually.
Those ones have to have syrup. They be kind of hurting if you don't get the syrup to it.
And then also, I don't like when people make French. Even more, I don't like French toast when people make it with wheat bread. It gotta be white bread.
What's up, Abby?
Hey, Abby. Abby, my boo. Abby is also my YouTube friend and from the Facebook group. That's my boo.
I figured because I don't know Abby, boo. So if anybody I don't know, I just assume it's from the.
Sounds like I don't know you, so.
But welcome.
Like I just put the pecans in. I like a lot of pecans.
Tally says her parents live in Florida. So
ain't it weird? Be for real, it's weird. I felt like I was on Mars. Did nothing make sense?
Yeah. You scared me.
No, just checking.
Florida is its own world. You have Alabama, Georgia border, northern Florida being more culturally southern, and then South Florida is more culturally northern with all the snowbirds. That's from Zach. Where were you from in Florida, Zach?
I lived in, let me give you the rundown of where I lived when I was in Florida. I lived in Hialeah. I lived in Opa-locka. I lived in Liberty City and Miami Gardens.
Well, Zach says he's from Jacksonville.
Okay.
What made you move? I'm asking
It's
all
Florida.
your business on here. But
that's why he moved. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out.
All right,
Also,
what do people do? Fuck with other toppings on their breakfast carbs.
Also, I'm gonna use probably, what is this, babe? What is that, like 1/3?
It tells you the measurements are here for you.
You'd have to be condescending when you said that. Just saying.
You have a knife.
Anyway, I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of butter. On all the recipes also called for oil. I'm always team butter, so we're remixing that shit too. I'm gonna just use 2 teaspoons of melted butter.
So you went to law school in Massachusetts and just stayed over there. Oh, Kira here with the Florida shit. My husband from Liberty City. You live some of everywhere in Miami.
I did, girl. I used to bounce the hell around. I got in so many fights. The most fights I ever got into were in Opa-locka.
Wow.
And Liberty City.
Why is this not cooperating with you today? What are you trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish here?
Okay, it's done.
Melt the butter.
Melt the butter.
Oh,
but yeah, Kira girl, I like literally, and my mom was like, you just went out there to start fighting people. And I was like, it's not me. They be trying me. Okay. Other than that, it was cool. But yeah, a lot of fights. You and what's my boo's name from Florida? Oh my God, I'm blanking on her name. What's my other friend that comes to our lives all the time and she's from Florida?
I know Kira is from Florida.
I am like messing up her name. I gotta like look it up now because now I feel like an ass.
Is it a YouTube thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Kira. Kira and Kia, my KKs. They both from Florida.
Oh shit! I ain't even gonna lie. I might
KKs.
up those names.
And they both live as hell. I love both of them.
That butter off the door.
But yeah, girl. I felt like I was on some Sealy shit in Florida. Like all my life I have to fight. I was fighting every damn body.
So Tally says she goes to Florida once a year, but lives in the Netherlands.
Oh wow!
We have some friends who are probably gonna move there if they if COVID ever subsides.
If the cooties go away. All right. Pro tip. When you are making pancakes, and if you like us and don't have like a griddle, like a flat surface, I always use 2 frying pans and I heavily coat it because for pancakes, you don't want to keep flipping. I only flip my pancakes once when it starts to bubble on top and look like somebody with a pizza face. That's when you flip it.
Wow, somebody with a pizza face. How rude.
Yeah, people with bad acne, that's what they look like to me.
Rude.
So I heavily coat it with a shitload of butter, or if you get Pam specifically for baking, that one's also good too. But you want to make sure it's coated because you don't want to 1, scorch it, 2, you don't want to like tear up your pancakes and they stick to the bottom. That's just trifling.
It's trifling.
Make sure you do that.
Everyone here calling people trifling. Jean says, I only know Liberty City from the Less Than Jake song. I don't know that song. And Jamie says, yes. And I'm like, well, Liberty City in my head is a Grand Theft Auto
That's what
game.
it was based upon. That's what it was based upon.
Oh, well, shit, I didn't know. I thought Liberty
like,
City. I thought they were
y'all,
saying Liberty City as in
New
York. I think that one.
What? Go ahead, baby.
I think it was New York they were basing it on because San Andreas is Los Angeles, but they're calling it San Andreas. Like Liberty City, they show you like the Statue of Liberty, stuff like that.
I thought I read it was like made on that. But anyway, just to like give you guys, to me, Liberty City was like like Long Beach of California. I would say Opa-locka is kind of like Compton, and Hialeah would be like the equivalent of East LA if you're from Cali. I know those hoods from California.
Oh, there's an actual Liberty in New York, Jamie. I did not know that. Because San Andreas, we have the San Andreas fault out here, but there's no, I don't know if there's any city of San Andreas, but it was based around Los Angeles, like all the stuff. And when I was driving around on that game, Grand Theft Auto.
When her brother came out here, who was it, Adam? Her little brother Adam came out here for the first time, and he was like, "This looks just like the video game."
Yeah, you recognize certain landmarks. They change them a little bit, but they recognize. So Zach's asking what beer I'm going to pair. I haven't tasted these pancakes. I don't know that I've had very many pancakes that April has made.
This is what I was talking about with Tony the other day, like us doing this. What we doing?
Answer the question.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
But I have two things that I am thinking about. I'm really going to depend on how sweet this is and this new syrup that I have. That's going to be part of this dish. That's going to change the intensity of it. I have an amber lager from Strong Rope Brewing in Brooklyn. That's going to be, more malt forward. I also have an alt beer that's going to be malt forward, but it's going to be a little crisper and a little bitter because of the darker malt, and that might balance the sweetness. So I'm going to have to taste this, and then I'll decide on the beer. But that's kind of where I'm going, amber colored or little on the darker brown side of a beer. And something, depending on how sweet it is, I'm going to need some carbonation or some bitterness to balance that.
May I speak now?
Thank you. You interrupted me.
But I got the attitude. Anyway. What I was talking about with Tony yesterday, the great thing about doing these live cooking shows with y'all is I'm not as scared to cook new stuff for her. I didn't cook a lot of stuff, or I haven't cooked a lot of stuff for Tony because Tony is like an extremely picky person when it comes to certain foods. She doesn't like texture changes, and that's how I cook. So she hasn't eaten a lot of shit, and we've been together for how long?
We've been together 7.5 years. We'll be married 5 years next month.
And she literally has not eaten, like, I would say 60% of the stuff I know how to cook.
Well, yeah, I try on here for the people.
You doing it for the people?
It's for the people. Zach says we need to play some more Mario Kart. I'm up for that. You posted, you got other people soliciting to become part of the Mario Kart League, virtual Mario Kart. I think Michael from Austin Beer Works wants to play Mario Kart, but I gotta practice. I be losing, so. You could have used that.
No, it has ridges. You had to need a flat surface. Anyway,
for bacon.
No, not for bacon, for the pancakes.
Oh.
So I'm using 2 skillets because I'm like super greedy and I want my food to be hot at the same time. So we're going to be flipping 2 different things. So now I'm going to be doing the syrup, and basically all it is, I don't know how much that butter that is. It's that much butter, a cap full of the vanilla, and she told me
about a tablespoon of butter.
Okay.
Around there. That's about how much.
And she told me 4 times as much syrup to my butter, so it don't taste like I'm just eating butter. And I'm also putting butter on my pie of the pancake because I just like butter. So we're gonna do that. Do y'all warm up y'all syrup before y'all eat it? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, if it's too cold, it won't flow, right? Oh, and Sammer has asked, what are our opinions on those wild art cartoon pancakes? I'm not about that. Like, well, they make them in different shapes and do.
If I was a mommy, I would do that.
Presentation is important, but like she said, if you're presenting that to kids or somebody else,
I would take the time to do that. I'm not doing that shit for Tony. Maybe I'll do like a heart pancake or something.
See, fucking rude. Jamie says yes, warm syrup.
Right.
Kira says her husband is picky as well and only stick to what he knows and likes. Plus, doesn't like milk and cheese and this and that makes me not want to cook much.
And I'll be finding bomb recipes. I was like, oh, this looks so good. And I'm like, I have to eat it when she go on a fucking work trip because she's not going to eat it. Tony won't even touch nothing that's green, okay? If I make like a pesto sauce or something like that, she'll be like, she won't say it because she's not mean to me, but she'll make a face where I'm like, she ain't going to fucking eat this.
You're silly. Virginia says, yes, warm syrup, but only do maple syrup. And Jay says is basically mirroring Virginia's comments there.
More syrup. I had no idea why my grandma's syrup always tastes so bomb, and now I know.
Now Jamie says she's cooking all week. She's agreeing with you. I guess since Dan is away.
Poor Dan.
Zach says pesto.
Okay, Zach, I make the best cold pasta pesto pasta salad, okay? To where my mama and aunties ask me to make it. Now, that is huge in the Black family when the mama and the aunties ask you to make something. It's fine, babe. So, they asked me to make it. So, I'm super proud of my pesto pasta salad. I give her a spoonful. First off, she made a face. I gave it to her, and she was like, it's cold. Like, the way she said it, like, bitch, why would you give me this? That's how she said it. And I'm like, it's a pasta salad. And she's like, it's cold.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
You made fun of me. What happened? April be on here lying. What happened was she had a fork and put it towards me. And I blew on it because I didn't know it was cold. And she said, what you blowing it for? I'm like, well, it's pasta. Didn't you just take this out? And she was like, it's cold. And I'm like, yeah. Pasta is a warm thing for me.
It, y'all.
Kira says she's never warmed her syrup. She's gonna have to try it.
It's good, girl.
Kira, this is another question. Do you keep your syrup in the refrigerator or in like a pantry or at room temperature? I don't know what chimichurri contains, Jay, so I can't answer that question.
What happened?
He asked me, do I like chimichurri?
She wouldn't eat it because it's too much damn green shit.
She keeps it in the pantry. So yeah, that's one reason that you might not need to warm it up, especially if you living in Florida and stuff. It's gonna flow out.
The only reason why I keep mine in the refrigerator is because in the summertime we get ants. The house could smell like fucking bleach and pine sol and be perfectly clean. I'll see some ants and flip the fuck out. So anything that sweet, if I don't have it in a Ziploc bag, which I didn't have any more to put this in, it goes in the refrigerator. Just because the whole damn house got to be exterminated if I see some ants.
Virginia and Jamie says they keep theirs in the refrigerator, but if you keep it in the pantry, it'll flow right out. The viscosity changes with temperature, so it's a bit more viscous when you have it in the refrigerator, so it's going to resist the flow, especially depending what kind of syrup you have. No! Abby says she keeps her syrup in the pantry as well. What you fussing about?
Fucked up my pancake. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. That's like mini mine. It is a light skin pancake. I'm gonna cook it some more. My syrup is looking brown. I don't think we need any more than that. You think you need more than that?
How many pancakes?
I'm gonna cook 4. 2 for me, 2 for you.
Oh, that's a little bit of syrup.
Yeah,
but
we'll taste some more.
We'll taste it.
Here, give me a finger.
It's good. I like it.
Make a little bit more. And also, I don't like a lot of syrup. I think I'm weird in that fact.
Black grannies be using vanilla for everything.
Yes, they do.
Because my granny, I'm like, she makes this lemonade, and I'm like, this, it tastes different, but I like it. And it'd be like syrup and shit. You just drinking it. And she's like, oh, I put me a couple. I learned this in my 20s. And mind you, when I was little, we lived with my grandmother, my grandparents. And she was putting vanilla extract in her lemonade.
My granny put it in her tea.
Couple drops.
Her sweet tea.
It clouds it a little bit, but I really don't fuck with
and
too much
grannies
different.
don't be telling you shit till you like 30.
My thing is they be
Like-
acting like you supposed to know. Like you don't put the. I'm like you ain't never told me that. I'm supposed to guess
They
what's
don't be
in
telling
there.
you nothing till you damn near 30 with 4 kids, how they cook stuff.
Jay says vanilla lemonade, selling that to Starbucks. Jay, I will hunt you down.
It's bomb.
Cut off
and
one
sweet.
finger at a time.
If you make sweet tea, a little bit of vanilla, bomb.
Oh, Michael Stein is here from Lost Loggers.
What up?
Are you
Mike?
dipping pancakes in the syrup or pouring the syrup on top of the pancakes? That's a good question.
You have what?
He's asking, do people dip their pancakes in the syrup or pour it on top? I have a combination of both. I pour it on top, but it doesn't get on every piece. So then there's some syrup in the plate, and your little corner of pancake, you poke it with your fork and dip it, and then eat it. So I do both.
I am team pour just because I'm not heavy on my syrup. I like the pancake more than the syrup. So I am team pour it on top, personally. Oh, I need some paper towels to straighten my face.
Kira says she does both. Zach says he pours it all over. In Vermont, people put maple syrup in coffee.
But I will say, if you damn this door always catching my thing. I will say I have to lift up the top pancake to make sure it gets an equal amount of syrup as my top. That's just weird when you just pour it on top, like for me.
Well, that's only if you're stacking the pancakes up.
True.
But yeah, I pour, and it's you never get an even finish or coating for the syrup, so you cut it and then you do touch up syrup.
You touch up.
You dip the piece that didn't get no syrup in the syrup that runs in the plate.
You a whole man.
It's a technique to this. That's how you do it. It's the only correct way to do it. Jay says he's with you, April. Let the record reflect that. Yeah, I guess since we're not talking about LeBron today, you can be on April's side.
Oh my God, they embarrassed the fuck out of me last night. Did y'all see the game?
Craving maple sugar candy now. Sam, we're talking about maple candy. Daniel grew up in North New York State, closest to Vermont and a couple miles from Quebec border. Maple syrup is a core food group. And Zach says that's the best maple syrup he's had other than Canadian.
I want to taste Canadian syrup.
Have we had barrel-aged syrup? No, Virginia, we're not that fancy.
You can barrel-aged syrup?
Put anything in a barrel.
That's fucking crazy.
I mean, depending what kind of barrel it is, you might get some vanilla flavor from it. Happy Van Winkle syrup. Oh.
I don't know nothing about y'all talking about.
No, yeah, we ain't got that out here. But yeah, speaking of candy, there was a candy shop in Ventura, and I was shocked that it had all, these old school candies. And one of my favorite candies when I was a preteen teenager is called Long Boys, and it's like a caramel coconut candy. It has pieces of coconut, but it's really soft, and just a long little thing. I got a bunch of them. We were out there for a wine festival, so I got a bunch of those out of that candy shop. And they had Warheads and Pop Rocks, all kind of candy that you would eat in the late 90s. Shit. Yeah, April ate all my shit. She took all my Long Boys. I came back.
Tony fails to realize when you marry, ain't shit yours.
She ate the shit out of it. I didn't get none of them.
Ain't shit yours. We in this together.
I did not get it. I bought a box of it. I'm like, you know what? Let me take, one of these boxes off your hands. I haven't had this in a long time. So I got a box of them. I went on a business trip. I'm gone a week or two, and there's no more Long Boys, and I was unhappy.
Anything with coconut, I love.
But yeah, let's see if they're selling it anywhere.
Okay, so I'm about to play it, y'all, and show you what I'm looking like.
Oh, I Googled it, and apparently Amazon is selling Long Boys, but
that was a cool little candy shop.
I enjoyed it, but they look like this, y'all. That's what Long Boys look like. Don't be posting shit on Twitter while I'm showing my phone to everyone. Don't send me messages. But yeah, that I enjoy that candy a lot. My mom ate it when she was growing up too. It's a
Yeah, get your beer.
is there a piece of this that I can take?
But yeah, ain't none hers.
Clearly,
It's ours. And she left it.
because you ate all of it.
That was because you left. I have to have some kind of
No, you were fired.
door prize.
Door prize.
Get left. I'm also putting pecans on top just because I'm extra and I want it to look super fancy.
All right. We're gonna do our This is cold.
What's called?
The glass. This is good, but I'm gonna.
And now I'm gonna be extra, and I gotta take a picture of this right quick. This is the beer you're using, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna take it with the can.
But yeah, y'all. Super easy meal. And I did flip the one pancake more than once because I messed it up. So
Did you show it to
I
them
will
yet?
admit when I'm fucking wrong. Huh?
Did you show it to them?
I didn't show them yet because I'm gonna take my picture. I'm gonna take my picture.
But yeah, it's my glass for today. I like these. Maybe different style glasses.
Oh, you're using our glass?
Well, my other glass like this, the other Willie, is 30. I used it last night. Jay says always toast your nuts.
It's true. I don't feel like doing it right now.
Plating time.
I don't feel like doing it, but Jay is correct. And I only can do that in my cast iron, and I don't feel like doing all that. Sorry.
I'm trying to pour this so you can do your...
I already did my pictures.
Oh, you're not going to use... Okay. Zach says he needs this glass. Soon, Zach.
We trying to... We want to make this sure the shop that we put up is stocked. I hate when people... Like, girl, if you want me to spend money, put some variety so I can click on something. So we have the shirts, we have that, and we're trying to come up with something else. And we want different varieties of what we have, if that makes sense. Boom! I'm about to eat, so I want some bacon. The bacon smells so good, y'all.
Oh, this is too good a pour not to get a picture, so I'm going to do that.
You do that, babe. I'm going to get going on another batch of the pancakes.
Oh, you're making pancakes?
Actually, I'm just say that this is also, if y'all haven't tried freezing your batter freezes really good if you use the freezer Ziploc bag.
All right. So I did pretty good with my pour today. The glass is pretty clean. And when I say clean, beer clean, not that it wasn't washed, but if there's any oil-based cleaner that you use, it'll affect the head, the top part of this beer. It'll go down, and then you'll see bubbles stuck to the side.
So, Cure and Abby, everybody else in beer Twitter noticed. So, when we first got married, and Tony first got into beer, girl, I'm washing dishes.
Have a good day, Sammer.
Bye, Sammer. I'm washing dishes. And this one over here looking upside my head, and I'm like, she was like, well, this glass needs to be clean with, she go into her Bill Nye the Science Guy type thing. No. What is that knife not?
I don't want this one's scary.
Anyway, so she went into her like, oh, Bill Nye the Science Guy, beer glasses have to be, because if the oil this and this and that. I thought the Don was cool. Apparently it's not.
I mean, I'm not saying that it anyway is going to be microbiologically unsafe.
I don't even know what the fuck she just said.
It's not going to have germs in it. I'm not concerned about that. It just, some of the compounds in the beer are broken down so you don't get the same.
This is who I live with. I don't be understanding half the shit my baby's saying to me. I just nod and smile. How you feel?
Good. You can taste the beer if you want. But I don't know if you're going to like that beer. Jamie says, I hate when my glasses aren't beer clean. It drives me nuts. Daniel always gets them beer clean, and I always screw it up. Abby thinks we're funny. Look at you. Look at you. Got a hole in your
Abby, she's so smart, book smart, and I'm not book smart. So she be talking, and I just be like, she's so fucking smart. I don't be knowing what the hell she be talking about half the time. Just keep it all the way real.
Yeah. And I'm also neurodivergent, so it's hard for me to understand when people are or are not understanding what I'm saying. I'm assuming that they do.
I probably don't make it no worse, so I'll just be smiling at you.
I assume people do understand. And it's also hard for me to tell when people are disinterested in what I'm saying. So sometimes I talk and people aren't interested.
I didn't show y'all the plate, huh? My bad.
So fucking rude.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't know if you can see it. That's what we're working with.
Oh, I can show them. I took a good picture, so I'm going to show it to everyone here.
My fault. Y'all know I'm greedy. I wanted some bacon. So I went in.
But this is what it looks like before.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. Oh, I love you too, Jamie.
Love you, Jamie. Jamie is a really good friend.
Yeah.
She's low-key our therapist too.
I don't know if you have friend therapists, but Jamie is good to support. She will support you.
We so inappropriate. We be asking her to diagnose us with shit.
I know, right? Asking inappropriate questions.
But yeah.
See, Zach likes my picture.
I was thinking, y'all, for the next brunch, and I'm gonna take Kira's advice because Kira was like, I need to go live more on my channel.
This is
so I think I know, but I think Kira, I'm gonna do like a lunch thing because that way I won't bother her. Because when it's dinner time, Tony be like, stop talking to your friends. So I don't think dinner is gonna work, but lunch, I can do live lunch and we can talk shit and all that.
You can do dinner if it's you have to let me know.
I don't be knowing. I just be wanting to go. I don't want to plan it.
Oh, well, yeah.
So lunch is probably going to work better. So I'm probably going to do one not next week, but the week after. I'm going to start doing lunch lives. So we can have our girl talking. Maybe when you have to go to suppliers.
Okay.
Because Tony be like, when she hit the door or when it's 5:30, I have an alarm that tells me to like start cooking the food. I promise you, if I'm on the couch chilling and she hears that alarm, she'll be like, don't you need to cook? It's time to start cooking. So the dinner thing won't work because Tony be like, stop bullshitting and feed me.
Routines are important to me.
Yes.
So
lunch will be better.
Routines are important to me. So as long as I know ahead of time what's going to happen,
She don't be playing.
I can gather myself.
Also, when you cook your bacon in the oven, it comes out so I'm like a person that likes crispy bacon versus like the soft bacon. So it comes out bomb. If you like the soft bacon and you cook it in the oven, cook it at, I would say 385, 375. If you like it crispy, cook it at 400. But it comes out perfect each time. And your whole damn house smell like bacon.
I think the beer is good with this, Jay. I think it matches intensity pretty well.
This syrup is so good.
I think the malt profile goes with the doughiness and the syrup also for the pancakes. And also the biggest thing is that this is a sweet dish and there's some bitterness from the malt and the carbonation are cutting through all that sweetness and the fat from the bacon. So it's a nice contrasting pairing and you get a little palate cleanser when you take a sip of beer after you eat a bite. So I think it's a good pairing. I like it.
And if you guys like fluffier pancakes, you would add more of the baking powder. I'm team flat pancake. I don't know why. I like them a little flatter, so I didn't put that much in there, which is why mine are flatter. But if you like those big doughy pancakes, you add more of the baking powder. I don't know how much more you should fucking add because I don't.
These aren't flatter; they're denser.
Okay. I don't be measuring, but sprinkle some more of this shit in your pancakes to make them fluffier if you like fluffier.
See you later, cousin Nicole. We love you.
Bye, Nicole. But yeah, and yes, I am dipping my bacon in this syrup. But next,
yeah, that's also true, Jay. beating your egg whites ahead of time.
Yeah, but Jay, I ain't doing all that.
Why are you taking mine for?
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, we don't kiss and stuff. I can't use
I mean, but yours was all the way over there.
Dang, bro. Well, anyway, for the next Sunday brunch, I'm going to do breakfast burritos, which I'm excited about because I love fucking breakfast burritos.
Oh, nice. That's a good.
And then for the next cook-along.
Have we done that yet?
No. Breakfast burritos are the, like, fat people-friendly breakfast. Because you can make them motherfuckers big as hell. You can put everything under the sun in them. I think I'm just going to do hash brown cheese, bacon or sausage. But you can put anything in a breakfast
Kira
burrito.
says she prefers sausage to bacon.
Really? It depends on what I'm having. If I have pancakes, I do like sausage better. If I'm just having like eggs and hash brown, I don't know why I prefer bacon.
I like
But
bacon.
she likes bacon better, so that's why I cooked bacon today.
And you you talk about baking the bacon. I didn't do that. When I did your birthday bacon, I tried that.
Yeah, because you a gangster. I don't want that shit hitting my face. Every time I fry something, it pop and it's my face. I wouldn't care if it was any other body part, but it's always in my damn face. It's like when you in a fight. When I'm in a fight, when somebody hits me like in my body or like my chest, like I get mad, but it's not. If you hit me in my face, you gotta die. It's my face, y'all. So I don't like frying
You're
stuff.
so bad.
I am. My damn face. You know when somebody hits you in your face, it's over. It's over. You're gonna be losing. You're gonna pick up a damn chair and knock her out. It's over if somebody hits you in your face.
So Abby's on board with the breakfast burritos. Jay says he also prefers sausage to bacon. Virginia said, I was coming here to say chorizo. So
Chorizo's bomb. I just got into chorizo last year. When you used to travel a lot, I used to scramble chorizo and I would cut up some potatoes and make it like a hash. Bomb. Y'all like hash? Is that too country for y'all?
I like it.
I love hash. Not hash brown, man.
No, you made
Corned beef hash. And
I've had corned beef hash. Granny used to make
stuff
like that.
a lot of people hate corned beef hash. I love corned beef hash. It's good.
Potatoes, I fuck with potatoes in any form, really. But like one thing my granny used to do that I liked a lot was she would thinly slice potatoes and fry them for breakfast. And
those are called scalloped potatoes. And I'm not sure about any other culture, but Black people, we have that for breakfast as well as dinner. When you thinly slice your potatoes and you put a little bit of onion, garlic powder, pepper, and a cast iron.
I used to love those when I was a little kid. They're thinner. Like if potatoes are gratin, the slices are thinner for much, much thinner. Like
it has to be thinner if you want them to cook evenly.
Razor thin for those. Because you're frying them. They don't go in the oven.
And they go in a cast iron skillet. You gotta do it in cast iron.
But yeah. My granny, the only skillet she has is cast irons.
Mine too.
You gotta learn to navigate that.
That's how you know you're an OG.
She sent a set of cast iron skillets. Like I'm just finna burn it up. So when I had my first apartment, my granny, as a present, as a gift, gave me a set of cast iron skillets. Like I'm gonna.
Like she know how to.
Yeah, like I know what to do with them.
But that's how you know you're an OG cook when 90% of your cookware is cast iron. And it's well maintained, that's when you're OG. I gotta rotate too.
Everybody's team hash. Jay says corned beef, brisket, whatever.
Corned beef hash is bomb.
Brisket sounds like it would be good too.
Brisket is so hard to make, and that's why I don't make it, because if you don't make it right, that shit is nasty as hell because it's tough and it's stringy. You have to know what you're doing. Maybe I'll cook a brisket.
Is brisket expensive? That seems a little expensive.
Yes.
We wasn't eating that.
It's easier to cook tri-tip than it is brisket. Brisket is hard because you have to cook that long and slow for it to.
Jay said exactly that. Kira says corned beef hash and cabbage. Yeah, that's a staple. That's a staple. That's a cultural staple.
Yeah.
Jamie says we're country folk at heart.
For real. And that's why sometimes I don't be cooking the stuff that my mom and grandma cook, because that shit has to cook all day, and I am greedy. Now, when you cook stuff all day, your whole house, you gonna make a sandwich or something. I'm already fat, okay? So if I cook 24/7 like my mama, I would be on that show. What's that show? 600 Pound Life or some shit. I would be the bitch that couldn't come out the house.
I don't like those. I feel like they're exploiting those people, and folks are just gawking at them. I feel like that's
on the flip side
the
of that,
way that
though,
it is gross. The way they have shows.
I agree with that, but on the flip side, these folks be making money. They get paid for that,
and they agree to it. I still feel like they're being taken. I can't watch that stuff because I feel like people are being tokenized.
Everybody be like, I don't know how they got that big. Girl, go to Louisiana or have a mama that cook. I will show you how to get that big. So if I live with my mama, I would be that big. Yeah, Black mamas and grannies always got something cooking for no reason. Okay, 2:00 in the afternoon, my grandma making ham hocks and collard greens and cornbread. Ain't nobody hungry, but we gonna eat because that shit smell good. Wow, that's how they get that big, y'all.
Virginia says, how about fried polenta mush?
Polenta mush?
Yeah, I'm making up shit. Yeah, polenta.
I'm kind of new to polentas. Like, I've only had it made one way, where it was like sliced and I think like seared, and it was good. But I haven't played around with it myself, to be honest.
Jay says, leftover brisket for hash. It better be leftover if you talking about some hash is a breakfast thing. If you eating that at breakfast, ain't nobody cooking brisket at midnight. So it's
really so cute, y'all. I'm having the best.
Kira is a 600 pound life fan.
Yeah, like that's how they get that big, Kira. If I live with my granny, God bless her soul, I would be that big, because she the type that be cooking a pound cake, just cause, and macaroni and cheese with extra butter, and just cause. You can go to my granny's house any time of the day. She fucking cooking. She live by herself. She cooking like it's Christmas. And we all gonna eat it, because who gets grannies cooking like that every damn day? So I feel like them people live with people are folks that are really good cooks. They probably from the South, or them themselves are really good cooks, because I can see myself getting that big if I live with my grandma. I'm just, all the way 100. She's the type of cook that I'll eat when I'm not even hungry, just because she's cooking. So
y'all are doing the most.
It's the truth. If you live with your granny, you would be way bigger.
Oh, granny. Oh, shit. One time I went, when you live in the same city as your folk, non-COVID times, when I was running around summertime.
That breeze feels so good.
Between semesters at college, I would be home in Memphis. I'd stay with my mom. And, you just wander around the city. You do shit. I was meeting somebody, but, I had some time to kill. So I stopped by Granny's house. My cousin is in there. We kicking it. And she was like, oh, I'm cooking some chicken. And I'm like, damn. And my cousin was like, what's wrong, cousin? I'm like, I'm supposed to be meeting somebody at 2, but Granny said she cooking chicken and I want chicken. And he was like, oh, cuz you ain't gonna make that. You got to choose food or your appointment.
You always gotta eat Granny's cooking.
I told that person I was gonna be fucking late because I was eating the damn chicken.
Like, if you visit your family, like if you live out of state or you don't live close to them, you go visit them, you gotta make rounds. You hit Granny's house first. Your first house is your mama's mama. Yeah, because it's a problem if you don't hit her up first. So you go to that grandma's house first, then you go to your daddy's grandma's house. Then there's always one weird auntie that ain't getting along with somebody. Yeah. And she like, I'm cooking my own damn Thanksgiving. Yeah. Then you got to go to her house. She tries
to solicit people to come to her.
She get a whole attitude when people don't show up to her shit. So you got to hit her up. And the last spot is always your mama's house. That's 4 damn plates.
Even when we show up, like when we go to Memphis, my mom she takes pride in coming and getting us from the airport, but the first place we stop is her mother's house.
You gotta hit up.
Out of deference for that, her being the matriarch of the family. You go over there and you sit and you kiki and, it's some da-da-da-da in there. And it's always a food item. You better eat something.
You have to eat. If you don't eat, you insult your grandma, your aunties, or your mama. You have to eat. So my advice, for those of you that smoke 2 blunts and don't eat the day before, and then make your rounds. That's how much food you're gonna eat. I'm not even playing with y'all.
Granny be offering snacks and shit. chips.
And my mom is like the Tupperware queen, and your to-go platters. And for us, I don't know why it's only two of us. She makes goddamn platters. They're like already assembled before we're done eating.
Yeah. So when she ready to put your ass out, it's ready.
And my mom will. She'll be like, I'm tired. That means get the fuck out.
But yeah, I can't win when I go to Memphis, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. You be trying to stop by people. Everybody is unhappy that you did not spend enough time with them. And I have a huge family on both sides. My parents each have 4 or more siblings. I got several cousins. 3 of my grandparents are still living. So I'm blessed for that. But all these people want you aunts and uncles. I'm like, go to Granny's house. And make it easy for me.
They'll always say, there's such and such in there. They'll name the item that they cooked.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you that 2 times before they tell you, go make you a plate. Those are the 2 warning shots. I cook macaroni. There's some ham up in there. Those are the warning shots. That 3rd time, she's going to tell your ass, go make a plate.
And there is also an expectation that, if you bring someone with you, like
they
if you have they need to eat. And they're no right or wrong. There's an expectation that if you are a lady and you bring somebody with you, you are to serve them.
Plate. Let me tell you how old Southern my family is. At my grandfather's house. At my grandfather's house, anybody that walked through that damn door for whatever reason, April, go fix so and so a plate. I'm not even the youngest. Okay, I know why I didn't do Kamori like that, because they treat Kamori like she's Kamori, a dude.
Yeah,
I don't know why Urana didn't get asked. I don't know why Sade or Erica didn't get asked. Those are the 2 heifers that are younger than me. Why is the middle person April gonna make that plate? I was just a server.
Your baby Elaine,
probably. But yeah, you have to eat, and grannies and some older aunties will stand over you while you eat until you compliment whatever the fuck they cook.
April, I think, projects a little bit of that. Some of it is them just enjoying you and your company, and that
your grandma did not leave the kitchen until I said it was good.
Well, she tells people, even if someone calls while you're having a holiday dinner, she'll say, "Oh, girl, nothing. I'm watching my children and grandchildren eat." She takes pride in that. She takes comfort in feeding people.
This is exactly what she did to me.
That's how she stands. I got pictures with her. She does exactly that.
It was so cute. And I was like, this is so good. She's like, okay, baby. And she went and sat down. But she didn't sit down until I said that. Most grannies are like that, and older aunties.
Well, my grandmother is 83 years old, and my papa is 88. He'll be 89 in September. Granny be 84 in June. But yeah, octogenarians have their way of doing shit, and you gotta.
For those of you that are not Black in here, if you go to your Black friend's house on Christmas, holiday, Thanksgiving, any holiday, your ass gonna eat, and if you don't eat, you rude, and we gonna talk about you. My people gonna talk about you while you there,
especially people with Southern roots. Yeah, the East Coast is different.
So my granny gonna talk. My mama gonna talk about you while you there.
Oh, so, but April has been welcomed into the family. Faith and religion is a very big staple in the Black community. Regardless of anybody's personal beliefs, a lot of Black history is tied to the church. Yep. So Granny has added April's
to the Bible.
April's name and birthday to the Bible.
I'm
so
official.
She has been welcomed into the family.
And I fully feel like if Tony got remarried, they're gonna shade the fuck out that heifer. That's how much I'm in the family. My mom already told me she ain't gonna like nobody I bring home because she loves Tony. So there's that.
Well, I am also fantastic.
You are, and you're cute.
I'm fantastic.
How we doing?
I'm nice.
But yeah, we're gonna let you guys go. Sorry for the rant. Black people like to eat.
Not a rant. This is shorter than any of these. Yeah. These are usually 2 hours long.
If any of y'all come to California and take you to my mama's house, she's gonna stare at you until you compliment her food. If you don't eat, she will.
But it's good.
Be passive aggressive to you.
It's good food. I can attest to that.
She will be passive aggressive, and then she won't stop asking you condescending questions. That's just how she is. I love her dearly, but I'm just telling you the fucking truth. That's how my mama is.
All right, y'all. So, yeah, if you don't follow us, our group thing, Black and Soul.
Our group thing.
Yeah, because this is your personal page, and I don't know how many of your
also,
YouTube.
if you are not,
making a noise.
I have to wipe this off my hand. You bossy. If you are not already subscribed to my personal channel, April Newly Me, go ahead and hit that subscription button.
Yeah, but this is April's personal channel. Together, April and I are Black and Soul. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Black BLAQ and Soul. On both of those platforms, we have a Facebook page also that you can join, and there's also a YouTube channel, same name and spelling. So look us up. Hit the follow and subscribe button, and we will see you next month at Sunday brunch. And we will be cooking. You said burritos.
We're cooking burritos, and the cook along. I'm cooking. Y'all know that viral pasta that's going around with the cheese, and I don't know the name of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like cheese and cherry tomatoes, and you put herbs in the oven, and you mix it with pasta. I'm gonna be doing that, but I'm gonna be doing it different. So I don't like how they're doing it, so I'm gonna be doing it different. But we're doing that. And yeah, and the breakfast burritos.
Yeah. But y'all enjoy your Sunday, and we will see our patrons.
Thank y'all for coming
on Zoom next week, and we'll see the rest of y'all next month. Y'all take care.
Bye. Bacon is bomb.